Anyway, we have thought of a name for little B. Ooh, are you excited to hear?
I wonder what it is.
Yes, we're pretty sure that we've finalised on a name now. We've just spent all our time in the library going through all of the books which they've got there. We had one in mind anyway, which we've gradually been perfecting, and then it finally came to our decision when Georgie said it to me just as we were going to sleep one night. She's like, well, I've got this idea for this one.
I felt a little bit shy, didn't I?
Yeah.
I felt a bit shy to say it in case you thought it was silly, but you liked it.
No, I was just instantly like, wow, I love it. It's amazing.
That was really good how that worked.
It's so good. So then we've kind of then been working together on figuring out a middle name which will go with that as well, which I think would probably, I don't know, I'm going to say, I won't ever say 100% because I'm not sure you ever feel 100%. It's a bit like any really massive decision what you have in life. I never feel like you feel 100% about it. So once you get to 95, you just have to go, right, let's go with it.
Yeah, because the thing with middle names, it's got to complement the first name. They can't have a similar meaning, they can't have the same amount of syllables. Yeah. You've got to work it with the surname as well. There's so much to think of. Yeah, exactly. We're going to go back and tell the girls right now. What's good, Fizz fam?
Hello there.
Today, what is good about my day is that we have finally, or pretty much decided on a name for little B, so she can have more of an identity now. It makes me feel like I'm all ready for the birth, if that makes sense.
I wondered if the girls would react then, but I don't know. Yeah, we've actually thought of a name, girls.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Talking about something exciting though, there is actually only now 4 days left for you to become part of the Toby movement.
So definite. And if you guys don't know, Toby stands for Treasure Others, Be Yourself. So it's all about just living your best life, taking advantage of what you can in life, being exactly who you want to be, provided that you're not hurting anyone or anything else, because everyone holds back and is like scared to be themselves or make decisions about their future and make the moment count, because you don't know whether you've got 100 years left to live or 100 seconds left to live, do you?
You don't know, you don't know.
Let's just do what you want to do and be who you want to be, provided you're not hurting anyone else. And that's what we're all about.
Sometimes I say the most ridiculous things and I watch the vlogs back, I'm like, I can't believe I just said that. And then you could think, oh, that could put me off like vlogging or even being on camera. But I just laugh about it and I'm like, well, I'm just being myself. Talking about that, girls, right, so you know I always say funny things and I get things muddled up. I don't know if it's my baby brain or just because I'm like getting an old lady now, I don't know.
You're not an old lady, don't be so ridiculous.
I don't know. There is something that happened in the library today where I really needed the toilet, so I went up to the librarian and I said, excuse me, do you have a library? And she just looked at me. She's like, what? I said, no, sorry, do you have a toilet? And I felt so embarrassed.
You have a library?
I know.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm just sitting in the library. Yeah.
Well, I was trying for the rest of the conversation when she was talking to me, explaining where the toilets were, I was trying not to laugh so she didn't think that I was like laughing at her, but I was just smiling to myself inside about how ridiculous that was. Anyway, girls.
So did they have a library then in the library?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Oh,
they had like 2 floors of libraryness.
So there's like a mini library in a library.
Yeah.
Like that girl who was just crossing the road, she waved to say thanks and then she realised who we were and then she
we always see you Fizz fam everywhere, it's really funny. Like sometimes when we watch our vlogs back we don't realise that you've been like walking behind us and then you're like waving or looking and that, because sometimes when we're vlogging we're like concentrating on talking to you even though you're near us, we don't notice you. Does that make sense? It's really weird. Anyway, we have thought of a name for little B. Are you excited to hear?
I wonder what it is.
It's going to be called Face Your Fears. It's like 3 names. What do you think?
Well, actually, we were talking about vegan for a middle name, weren't we?
We were actually going to prank you girls about calling the baby vegan.
Yeah. Should we tell the girls when we get home?
What? We're actually going to let them know, are we?
Oh.
I just feel
should we make it special?
What it is, right? It's just because big decisions like this, I'm not sure you ever feel 100%, but I don't know whether, like, basically we're 95% there, but I just don't know.
Should we wait a little bit longer? Yeah.
I feel like sometimes don't quite know the name until you see the baby.
What shall I tell you what it is? Shall I tell you what it is, right? What's really one of these things is it's like something what's really personal to you, and if we say it to you girls and then you're like, yeah, I don't really like it.
Oh no.
Then we're gonna feel gutted.
Yeah.
But I guess that's something we've just got to get over, isn't it, George?
Yeah. I feel like there is that rule though where you should sleep on something, and we haven't actually done that yet. So we should at least do that, Daddy Fizz.
Yeah.
What's your favourite girl's name for B? If you could have a choice.
I don't really know. I don't really have one.
No?
No.
How about you, Sienna? What name?
I like the name Ocean.
Ocean. That's a pretty name. It's gorgeous.
It feels like there's barely any names, but there's loads of names.
Yeah.
Well, right now I can just think of loads of boys' names. But when we're trying to decide on boys' names, I think of loads of girls' names.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking the other day. I could think of loads of boys' names now.
I really wanted Chinese, so Dad pulled over so we can go in the Chinese shop so Mum can make some Chinese food tonight. It's going to be very yummy.
So Sienna's decided on having a Chinese for dinner. Now I'm in the Chinese supermarket and there's all these like random foods. Well, they're random to us because I don't actually know what they all are. So now I'm going to try and see if I can like rustle together a meal out of here. They've got loads of cans here of mock meat. They might be handy to make a meal out of, mightn't they? We could get some fake meat and then maybe we could get some rice and some sauce. Would that make a nice meal?
Yeah,
Is that what you fancy?
We got from the shop these all these mock meats. They're really nice.
They are nice, aren't they? Or we could even like have tofu and a stir fry with the sauce as well. Well, it all sounds good, doesn't it?
We found these delicious desserts.
Ooh, sticky rice puddings. They look nice.
We've got 4 of them.
Yeah, they look nice. We've got a dessert sorted, but we still need to get the main course, don't we?
Yeah. So that's finished. Let's get some nice names.
No, we've got a small little bag in here. That's, you want to add, Sienna? We've got this pecan duck sauce, which maybe we're thinking of making some wraps out of with like cucumber and maybe some tofu and spring onion, obviously no duck. And then we've got this hoisin barbecue sauce, which we could have with some nice mock meat. So we've got this glutinous rice here. Daddy Fizz loves that sticky rice. We've got sauces and rice, but now we need something to bulk out those meals with, don't we? So maybe some mock meats or some veggies or something, don't we? And then we need those wraps as well to make the pecan duck wraps with no pecan. So pecan duck wraps, no pecan, yeah. All of you want to see what me and Sienna got? Right.
Wow, you got a lot.
I can actually see everything which Mum looked at and chose.
We actually chose the dessert first, so we've got some sticky rice pudding for dessert.
Are they like what we got from Yo Sushi that time? I feel like we got something there, didn't we?
No, I'm not sure.
No?
And then we've got some mock duck, which is fake duck made out of soya. And then we're gonna make that, we're gonna have some hoisin duck sauce with it and make those wraps. We've got some spring onions and cucumber in the fridge. So we've got those to go with it, which will be nice. And then for the main course, we are going to be having some sticky rice with some tofu and this hoisin barbecue sauce. That looks quite nice. And then, oh, there's another can of duck there. They gave us these free crackers, didn't they, Sienna, when we were leaving? But this is the thing that I'm most excited for. Can you guess what this is?
Right, comment down below now if you know what that funny looking alien thing is.
This is
what is that alien?
Meant to be the most unsociable fruit in the world. It's like banned on public transport in certain countries.
Yeah, I think in parts of Asia on trains and buses, is it? Yeah, they actually have pictures of this and there's like a red cross over it and it says it's banned. So did you guess right? Did you comment right? It's a durian.
Yeah. I think it smells really nice. It just smells a bit mango-y with a bit of an eggy sort of. Maybe it smells strong though to some people. I'm pregnant at the moment. Do you want to smell it? It's meant to be one of those.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
Personally, I think it's horrible as well. We tried it only once in Sri Lanka when we went there when Sienna was 1, so that's over 5 years ago now.
So we're now going to be trying this for dessert. I can't wait to tuck into this. I actually, like, my body really craves fruit at the moment, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to get on with dinner now, guys.
Fun fact though, durians can actually be really dangerous, and apparently sometimes they fall down the tree and they can land on an elephant's head and they will die.
As a jackfruit as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, jackfruit.
Yeah, because they're so huge.
I think it's jackfruit maybe, or maybe go for that.
Yeah,
they're spikes.
Yeah, they do. There's all these spikes, isn't there, Sienna? Really spiky.
So we just finished that delicious dinner which we put on Instagram stories. So now we've all got a really nice flavour, like a taste in our mouths. And we're now basically going to be ruining that by having the really stinky fruit that Mum says is not so stinky one.
Right, Daddy Fizz. Nice. Daddy Fizz comes into the kitchen. He's like, it really stinks.
Does stink.
Yeah, it really.
If I could smell anything, sweetness.
Honestly,
I don't smell the egg. I don't smell the egg.
I feel like that's the pregnancy talking.
This is one of those things.
How
if
spiky
you,
is it?
If you put your feet on it, it's like one of those foot acupuncture massage.
It feels nice.
wow.
I don't know
It
what.
looks fascinating inside, doesn't
I know,
it?
it's really.
It breaks apart like little chunks of wood.
I don't even know if I'm doing this right.
Stinks.
Does it?
Yeah.
No. Right, okay.
You've got a lot here, haven't you, George? You bought a massive bit.
Yeah. There you go, Daddy Fizz.
Oh, nice. So I've got this absolutely huge piece. Who's going first?
Shall I do it first?
Yeah.
Go on then. Is it ripe?
I don't think it's quite right. It's quite nice.
Yeah, you always
My
thought it was
turn?
anyway. Go on then.
It tastes like sweet.
Really?
Yeah, it is sweet. It's really nice actually.
Okay, right, you'll go.
Right, absolutely stinks. Looks so bizarre. Right, here we go. Why is it so hard?
I don't know. Look like a dog.
I thought it was all gooey when we had it in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to like wear gloves or something. It's like film. Or was that a different fruit?
What? Gloves?
Oh, our hand's going to fall off. Somehow it tastes a bit like mango.
I know, and pineapple. It's lovely, isn't it? I quite like it.
Durian experts who watch the channel, we know you're out there. Is that ripe? Is it meant to be like... It's cheese strings.
Is this durian?
This is vegan cheese strings.
Is this durian? Is it not jackfruit? How do we know it's not jackfruit? No, I think it's it's durian.
durian,
It stinks. Yeah, yeah. I was just getting confused then.
There's the gooiness. Look, there's the gross gooiness.
This bit looks like banana. It's like some sort of banana, pineapple, mango mix.
Yeah. I'm going to bet that's not quite right.
Yeah.
But it actually tastes alright this time. So I like doing
not
it.
like that. It's really nice.
Durian experts, it's too late. I'm sure you've already told us in the comments, be careful how you eat it because you're going to stick all your lips together, but it's already happened. I've just tried to wash soap onto my lips, but they're still stuck together. Even the soap hasn't got it off.
Like
Makes your hands really sticky, doesn't it?
My hands are so tacky. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this in cling film and then leave it for a couple of days to see if it ripens, but hopefully it doesn't go mouldy though.
Yeah.
At the time.
No, I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
We'll try it again when it's ripe.
Yeah, I really want to get the pulpy, I really want to get that sticky gooiness going on.
Wow, she's really moving.
So another
Right.
pig.
Looks in it.
Wait, Bump's doing the alien like movements. Sometimes it actually feels quite uncomfortable when she's really pushing down in my groin. It's like she's really nestling in and it actually kind of hurts a little bit. It's not like super painful, but it's just like, ooh. Yeah, it's just because we've had food now as well, so I feel like she's getting all that
It
sweetness.
makes her more excited, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's obviously getting a nice sugary hit, probably from that durian fruit, or maybe she's just going, what on earth have you just eaten, Mummy?
Oh, it's not moving now. Every time we try and record it, and she stops
I know
moving.
this does happen all the time. I try and record it on my phone so I can share on stories, but then it's like, it doesn't you just can't like get the timing right for it. And I feel like when I talk, she stops and listens.
Ah,
So
wow.
usually like if I go down and have a look, then she'll stop.
So that is the end of the video.
Not quite the end of the video though, because I've got a question for you. So we've got the first name pretty much sorted, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
For Green,
Yeah.
But the middle name we're still unsure about. So give us your suggestions in the comments. What would be the most ideal middle name for B?
Yeah, totally. Also, don't forget, 4 days left to grab your Toby merch. Join the Toby movement. Go to treasureothers.com to become part of it. Also, if you're new around here, click subscribe, join the Fizz family. We make a video every single day. We'll see you all again tomorrow. Stay fizzy. Toby!